Hello and welcome back to Horrible Doodles. This drawing is interesting because I kind of have to fix it with color, and I'm not good at coloring. So, you know what that means. I don't fix it. And I'm kind of struggling here. I got this blue lead, and for whatever reason, I tried putting it in one of my cheapo plastic mechanical pencils here, and it feeds lead just fine, no problem with that. But the eraser that's built on it, because I have found I do need to erase this, my markers, I use too many light colors so it shows through. But anywho, the eraser on this cheapo pencil can't even touch it. It's like it just smooths over it and nothing happens. It doesn't really smear it. It doesn't even hardly lighten it up. It's weird. Whereas the eraser that was on the pencil that my buddy shipped me with the lead in it, just fine. No problemo. And my little black eraser that I've got takes care of it, no problem either. So I don't know. Anyway, I struggled with that on this picture. Among many other things, like, what the heck is going on here? I'm horrible at landscapes, and yet I decide to draw this large scaled creature, which pretty much demands that you have some sort of landscape, be it a city or mountains or something in the background. And I thought, oh, this thing's huge. Let's draw a bunch of rubble in the background. And so there's like a ton of detail that I really didn't have time for or want to do because it's kind of boring stuff. So I kind of cheat a little bit. I color in the whole landscape, or the whole ground the same color. And then I just kind of add a few lines here and there and darken a few spots here and there. Kind of make it already look like piles of stuff just with smudges. And that kind of does the trick. And I don't do the entire background like that. I kind of do it pointing off like a line. I don't know what you would call that, but I didn't want to just fill the whole background in. I kind of wanted it to point off into the distance, so that's what I did there. And then I had the idea of blending that yellow into the orange. Well, it did not want to blend, so I made it mountains. Check that out. Yeah, I like it. It's one of those things where you just turn something bad into something good. And I'm not really good at mountains. I even had some snow-capped peaks there accidentally. That was not planned, but I'll take it. So you can see there I've got the rubble kind of going in a diagonal line off into the distance. So that's what I was trying to convey earlier when I was talking about it. But that doesn't fix the fact that I've got this extremely weird kind of creepily non-expressive creature. I mean, it has like a little smile, but I'm not sure if that's not really even a smile. It's just a straight line. See, kind of creepy. I don't know. I'd rather something be angry or happy with me than totally stone-faced and huge with tentacle feet. Oh, and it's got like a skin tone face. Even better. Like it's trying to be one of us, but it can't. It never will, because it's too big. That's the entire story behind this guy. Except we don't really know if he was the one that caused all that destruction in the background. Maybe he's here to console the people that survived. He's gently caressing the building, going, "This building is safe." I doubt it. It's got tentacle feet. That means it's a bad guy. but not tentacle hands. Don't know why I didn't do that. Oh, that was a nice touch. I like this part. I end up doing some shadows under its feet, kind of like it's lifting itself up. And before those were there, it just kind of looked like they were, you couldn't really tell what they were doing, floating, sitting there, flat on the ground. None of it made any sense. I had a little bit of coloring to the buildings, not much. I thought about doing windows and stuff, but no need. That would just overly complicate that portion of the drawing, so kind of don't do that. See, here's the shadowing. I like it. I decided to use some of the color of the skin as part of the shadow, almost like I don't know if you've seen ray tracing demos and everything, but the realistic lights and shadows actually have color reflected off of the object onto the object next to it. So I thought I'd give it a shot. It kind of looks nice. It's definitely something I'm going to practice with because coloring is not my strong suit. But anywho, let's take a close-up here. This weird, like, laid-back, floppy, expressionless savior or destroyer. He's at your building knocking. All right, thanks for watching, folks.